What if I told you that everything you think you know about your limits is wrong? What if the life you're living right now is only a tiny fraction of what you're actually capable of? Most people never discover this because they never go far enough. They quit early, they doubt, they distract themselves, and then they convince themselves there's nothing more. But deep down, you already feel it. That quiet pull inside you, that feeling that you were meant for something greater than constant cravings, endless scrolling, and short bursts of pleasure that leave you empty. That feeling isn't random. It's a reminder of power you haven't fully unlocked yet. Many men try retention for a few weeks or even a few months, and then say, nothing happened. But here's the uncomfortable truth. They never truly practiced it. They stopped releasing, but their mind never changed. Their thoughts were still trapped in desire. Their attention was still chained to fantasy. Their energy wasn't moving upward. It was just sitting there, building pressure instead of strength. Holding energy without transforming it doesn't make you powerful. It makes you restless. Real retention is not about forcing yourself. It's about refining yourself. One of the biggest lies people believe is that simply avoiding release is enough. It's not. If your body stops but your mind keeps chasing pleasure, you're still leaking energy. Lust doesn't live in the body. It lives in the mind. And as long as it's there, you're not retaining anything meaningful. You're just delaying relapse. That's why so many people fail and then blame the practice instead of their approach. Another mistake is giving up too soon. People expect miracles in a couple of weeks, but they forget how long they've been draining themselves. Years of habit don't disappear overnight. The body needs time. The mind needs time. The nervous system needs time. You don't reverse a lifetime of imbalance in a month. That impatience becomes doubt, and doubt becomes the excuse to fall back into old patterns. Here's the truth most people won't tell you. Retention only works when you stop idolizing desire. When you stop putting attraction on a pedestal. When you realize that chasing bodies, images, and fantasies is one of the fastest ways to weaken your mind. Lust clouds judgment. It scatters focus. It keeps you reactive instead of deliberate. When your thoughts are constantly pulled outward, you lose control inward. The real shift begins when you reclaim your attention. When you stop feeding images that drain you and start directing your energy into something higher. This is where most people fail, because this part takes discipline. It takes awareness. It takes honesty with yourself. You can't fake this stage. Your habits will expose you. True retention is a process of redirection. The energy doesn't disappear. It changes form. When you move it into work, learning, training, creativity, and silence, something powerful starts to happen. Your body becomes sharper. Your mind becomes quieter. Your presence becomes heavier. People can feel it without you saying a word. If your longest streak ended at 2 weeks, ask yourself this, honestly. Were your thoughts still obsessed with desire? Were you still scrolling, fantasizing, peeking, and craving? If the answer is yes, then you never truly retained. You paused release, but you didn't change direction. That's not failure. That's feedback. The deeper benefits of this practice aren't flashy. They don't announce themselves. They slowly rewire you. At first, it feels uncomfortable. Your brain is used to quick rewards. Dopamine spikes. Instant pleasure. When that disappears, the system panics. This is the withdrawal stage. Urges feel stronger. Doubt feels louder. This is where most people quit because they mistake discomfort for failure. But what's actually happening is recalibration. Your brain is learning how to function without constant stimulation. Short streaks never allow this process to finish. You bounce between craving and relief, never reaching balance. That cycle keeps you stuck. Real change happens when you stay long enough for your system to settle into a new baseline. The first few months are the hardest. You'll feel tested mentally. Some days you'll feel powerful. Other days you'll feel flat. This is normal. Your body is adapting. You're rebuilding from the inside out. Early benefits come and go, but they're just previews. The real shift doesn't fully arrive until you've stayed consistent long enough for the noise to die down. Around several months in, something subtle changes. You feel more present, less rushed, less reactive. Your attention stays where you place it. You're not constantly pulled by impulses. Your intuition sharpens. You start noticing patterns. You sense things before they happen. You respond instead of reacting. Then, if you keep going, the change becomes undeniable. After a year and beyond, the clarity becomes your default state. Decision-making feels effortless. Conversations flow naturally. You don't try to impress, yet people listen. You don't chase respect, yet it shows up. There's a calm confidence that doesn't need validation. Life starts moving differently. Opportunities appear without force. Problems feel smaller. You trust yourself more because your mind isn't fighting you anymore. You're aligned, focused, grounded. This is why people who haven't experienced it think it sounds exaggerated. Words can't explain this state properly. It has to be lived. That's why those who truly understand rarely talk about it. Not because it's a secret, but because explaining it to someone who hasn't walked the path is pointless. Your results will speak for you. Your energy will announce itself. There is no single correct path. Some choose total discipline. Some choose controlled balance. Different traditions approach this differently, but the principle is the same. Master the energy instead of letting it master you. When you do that, everything else in life becomes easier to control. One of the biggest enemies on this journey isn't temptation. It's doubt. The moment you start entertaining thoughts like, "This doesn't work," or "What's the point?" you weaken your foundation. Those thoughts are subtle, but dangerous. They open the door to relapse before any action happens. That's why awareness is key. Catch those thoughts early. Replace them. Don't let them grow. It does get easier. At first, every day feels like resistance. Then, one day you realize you're no longer fighting. You've changed. Your body adapted. Your mind stabilized. Retention stops feeling like effort and starts feeling like your natural state. At that point, it's no longer about holding energy. It's about expressing it through purpose, through creation, through mastery. You'll look back and wonder how you ever lived drained, distracted, and divided. And remember this, you're not walking alone. There are others on this path, even if they don't speak loudly about it. Learn from those ahead of you. Share knowledge. Grow together. Progress isn't about perfection. It's about commitment. If you've fallen before, it doesn't define you. Reset. Refocus. Aim longer this time. The true transformation lives beyond the early stages. And once you reach it, there's no going back. Stay disciplined. Guard your mind. Redirect your energy. Trust the process. And if this message resonates with you, stay connected, because this journey goes far deeper than most people ever dare to explore.